Well, welcome everybody to round 5 of the Global Racing Esports round in the Schumacher series. We're off to Miami, USA, Florida coast, home of the Miami Dolphins football team. Looking forward to this race. We've got lots of action, plenty coming ahead hopefully, as we wait for the drivers to come online. So no LCN tonight by the looks of it, our championship leader. Still early days, round 5 of 22, 3, 4, 22, 23 races. Alrighty, here we go. Garages as we head into qualifying. 18 minutes of quali. So good to see Rico back, and still no CSAVs. Cheeky Otto and Hickey Cat. Both McLarens tonight. One Mercedes. And Snickers and his teammate Rico, I think look like they're... Oh, Vidux is heading up first. So let's see if we can pull up some info here. Okay, so out on track is Rico and Vidux. That Aussie dude. So that's right on board with Vidux. I take this corner exceptionally slow. And same with this corner, is extremely slow. I want to get on the power gently here and get the ERS pumping. So we're watching Vidux warming up his tyres. There he goes for his hot lap now. We'll stay on board with Vidux for the entire lap. Nice smooth cornering here. You don't want too much throttle in or it'll run you out too wide. Nice flip-floppy chicanes here. And once again, you've got to be gentle on the throttle, otherwise you'll be running out too wide for the corner. And you want to come in tight to these walls as we go down a very long straight here. It's predominantly a low downforce circuit, but there is some very slow tight corners, so setup can be a bit of a gamble depending on where you want to make your time, but generally I'd say low downforce as you spend a lot of your time at full throttle down these straights. So this straight's the longest straight on the track. A lot of passing opportunities down here. You've got to get this braking accurate here. Quick downshifts. Slightly missed the apex there, but still early days in qualifying. There's a 1:28.3, that's a very good lap. So let's switch over to the Viking, see if he's out. No, he's in the garage. About Snickers. Rico's actually pipped him for first place at the moment. So 1:29.2 for Snickers. And Alox snuck it up in the third at the moment. So these will be warm down laps. So Jay Foley's just put in a quick lap. Followed by Big Holly. So Darcy is still in the pits with Viking, Cheeky Otter and Hickey Cat. So Hickey's just coming out of the pits now. Sorry, Cheeky's coming in the pits now. Hickey's still in the pits. Okay, so Hickey's on his way out now as well, so I might jump back on board with Cheeky Otter. So Darcy is on an out lap, looks like it. Just keeping an eye on his ERS, so it doesn't look to be moving much, so let's see what Snickers is doing. He's doing 245, that's what he's doing. Tough corners, these ones. We're right on board with Cheeky for a full lap. See if he can push it up to the front row. Uh, 331 kilometers an hour for that. Straight there. Very nicely done. Using maximum track width around those chicanes. So I want to keep an eye on some of the top speeds here to get an indication what people are running. So there's 333 kilometers an hour. Nice little lock up there into the corner. Not much, just tyre screeching mainly. So what is he? Okay, so Cheeky goes into second by a very tiny margin. We'll quickly go on to Hickey Cat. We'll see what he's doing. The Cheeky's on the front row with Rico. There's only 3 tenths between the first 3. Yep, same top speed, 333. And this should put him somewhere up near the front as well. Let's have a look. Oh, pole position by 2 tenths. That's a very nice lap. Track Evolution's obviously kicking as well, but can't just say it's just Track Evolution. These guys are driving pretty well. So let's have a look at Joe Foley, see where he's up to. He's on an out lap. So see if Alok's on a hot lap. No, he's not. Snickers is still doing a warm up. What about V-Dux? V-Dux on a warm up. And Rico's about to start his hot lap. May have a car impeding him here, which might be ideal. But he's cancelled it. Interesting technique. Very nice apex. Through these medium speed chicanes to a fastish hairpin. Early on the power. 60% ERS left. Halfway through the lap. Let's keep an eye on the top speed here. 331. Not as wide as Cheeky through there. Nevertheless, this will be a great lap. See, he's half a tenth up on his best time. So 331 down the straight there, so 2 kilometers an hour slower than the pole sitter at the moment. Provisional pole. A little bit of a snap there. That might cost him a little bit of time. There he goes to the front. 127.7. Impressive times. They're tumbling down. Okay, so who else can we see is out there? I think Snickers is doing a bit of setup practice. Okay, looks like everyone's coming in the pits for one last run. So everyone's having a coffee in the pits at the moment, I think. Bit jittery on this camera angle tonight. I'm not quite sure why the ERS is going down at the moment for Darcia. Okay, so we're on board with Darcia. We've done a little bit of a spin, so touching those curves is quite deadly while you got your throttle on, because it unsettles the balance of the car. Let's see what else we can ride with. We've got Jay Foley coming out of the pits. We've got Big Holly's teammate starting a hot lap. So let's ride on board with Big Holly. Okay, we might flick around, see if there's any other people coming out of the pit. So we've got Vidux and I think the top three. No, yep, top three look like they're coming out. Cheeky Auto leading the way. 2 minutes left in qualifying to get to the start-finish line. Plus 1 lap. So Cheeky's got 3/10 to make up. He wants to snatch pole. Bit of a half a lose there. There's Rico, he's coming out now. Okay, well, he'll want to put his foot down if he's going to make it to the line before the next 1.5 minutes is over. So Big Holly's moved up the pecking order now. Okay, so here we go. On board with Hickey Cat. Okay, we'll move back to Vidux. Got a little bit impeded by Hickey's spin there. Wow, he just made that in time, didn't he? Oh, that's a shame for Hickey Cat, not being able to recover his car from there. I'll have to start from the rear. But long race, anything can happen, as we've seen in previous rounds. Don't need to be the pole sitter to win. But Cheeky stays where he is. So Rico got to 334 there. Come on, they have to move out of the way, surely. Yep, they do. It's very distracting when you're trying to focus. You have to watch what another car's doing. Oh, Rico goes to the top with a blistering lap, only by a small margin, but he takes pole. So we've got Rico, Vidux, Chikiota. Okay, we'll wait for them to line up and go on their warm-up lap. I am cooking in my room. Just going to open up some windows. Should be plenty of action tonight. Typical street circuit where anything can go. The racing in general in this series has been very exciting. Unpredictable. I think Australia was a big upset there with the Rico and can't remember the other person. Rico and anyway, they took each other out accidentally. So let's see what tyres people are using. Okay, Rico's starting with hards. That might be risky off the line. It's a 50-50 with the alternate strategy, so looks like we will have an interesting mix-up at the start. So welcome Metal Shooter, that's a new name. New driver on the grid. So everybody's warming up their tyres so they get the best possible launch and most traction into the first corner. So we'll bring up the telemetry. Let's get ready for a start. We'll watch this from the second row and we'll switch over once the lights go green. I'll go out, I must say. And good getaway by the front row. So far everything quite clean. So we have a safety car. Not sure why. Looks like everybody's still around. So we've got Rico, V-Ducks, Cheeky, Big Holly, Snickers, Jay Fully, Darcia. Oh, someone's had a spin there. Looks like Snickers. Is he gonna get going again? Yep, he does. So Rico elects to stay out. So does V-Ducks, so does Cheeky, so does Big Holly, so does Jay Fully, so does Darcia. So I think there was a virtual safety car by the looks of it. So, little shitter's in the pits. He might have some damage maybe, or just, yeah, looks like he's missing a wing, so he's just getting a new wing there. There's A-Lock gets a bit wobbly off the corner there, which allows some of the fuel to get through. Hickey's just streaking away at the moment from this battle. Nice clean pass. On board with Maverick. There's the position changes. Nicky Cat's a big mover from the rear. Looks like he's coming close to making another pass here. Oh. There's Jay Fully. So we're on board with Jay Fully. Some great racing going on here. Exchanging places. Here's the leader in front of Vidux that we're riding on board with. And there's third position, we're riding on board with Cheeky Otter. Rico's on the hard tyres, so he will be able to go longer in this stint if there's no safety cars. We'll jump back to some action here with these guys we're looking at before. You can see quite a different performance between the hard and the medium runners. These guys are having a great race. Keeping it clean. It's a long race, so there's no need to defend heavily. Joe Philly runs a bit wide there. Sorry, that was Big Holly running a bit wide there. We're on board with Joe Philly. Looks like that Aussie dude's out of the race now. Not sure what happened there. Just a battle for second. So Cheeky takes the place. So Rico's on the hard tyres, so he might have the advantage in a few more laps. He just needs to stick with these guys. Pun intended. Okay, so Hickey Cat looks like he's on the back of this pack now. Midfield pack. He's on the median, so we expect him to cruise past these guys. A lot of weaving going on down the straight there. Trying to break the toe for the car behind him. Ooh, bit of a snap there for Hickey Cat. So Hickey will be getting frustrated being held up by those guys. So sector 1, somebody's off, maybe? Can't see anything. It's in a bit of a DRS train, Hickey Cat, but he's got his battery deployed. He'll cruise past Big Holly with no issues. Oh, Big Holly defends. Oh, sorry, Joe Foley defends. 2 Alfa Romeos. Joe Foley looks like he's got a 3-second penalty there. Disobeying track limits. Does this pay off this time for Hickey Cat? Looks like the medium tyres are starting to drop off a bit. You can see Rico's finding a bit more mojo at the moment than the medium runners in front of him. Got a pass. Glitchy graphics from the wide angle there. So Hickey Cat now into 5th. Does he hold it? As Jay Philly and Big Holly get a bit racy here. Great racing, guys. Hats off to you. So next in line for Hickey Cat will be Darcia. He's only a second and a half ahead. Is Big Holly going to pull the move here? Oh, who's that out there? Looks like Snickers, is it? Okay, so Snickers is running slow. Might have some damage there. Or maybe he's just getting out of the way of the lap drivers lapping him. So here Cat's gained half a second on Darcia, who is on the same compound, same tyre age. This Maverick pulls it in the pits. So we'll go on board with Hickey Cat and we'll see the different lines these guys are taking and how quick Hickey Cat can catch and pass. Someone's off in sector 1. Might be Maverick coming out of the pits. Could have had a spin. So VDux is pitting and so is Cheeky Otto, so they're keen to get off those medium compound tyres. Looks like 12 laps is about the peak for those. Narcia pulls it in the pits. Hickey's going to give it one more go and see if we can do the overcut. Whoops, sorry. Oh, very tight coming out of the pits there. A few people getting penalties now, so it's like speeding in pit lane. So cold, hard tyres take about half a lap to warm up. As you look from Cheeky's viewpoint here, Jay Philly and Big Holly still putting moves on each other there. So Hickey's gone to change onto hards now. So all the fielders pitted up to Big Holly. Hickey Cat's in the pits now, as I said, and Viking's still out there. That'll give an indication of who's pitted. Still got a few runners left to pit, including Rico, who started on hards. So he's got an 18 odd second lead at the moment, which will diminish with these guys, Vidux and Cheeky on a brand new set of hards. So we're potentially looking at the race leaders here. Some move happening here. Oh, do they make it through? Viking goes into the pits. He's done with those hards, so he'll run a 14 lap stint on mediums. Surprised there's no safety cars. Redux is getting quite close to checking out. We'll switch over once it gets down a bit more. As Hickey Cat makes a pass on Darcia on the outside. Can't quite see what's happening here. So full course safety car looks like. So those who haven't pitted yet will jump into the pits, no doubt. So that'll be Joe Fully first, Lipix Pursuit and Big Holly. And Rico will probably come in this lap, so he missed the pit entry when the full safety car came out. So Viking's moving up a few spots through the pits without going into the pits because he only just pitted a lap earlier. There's our tyre compounds. So Rico's maintained his gap since Cheeky came out on new rubber. Very good driving for Rico. I'll be curious to see where he comes out after he pits this lap. You can see on the mini map the gap. Keep an eye on the yellow dot, orange dot, I should say. So Rico keeps his position and looks like he's in a solid position for the win. Having a brand new set of mediums. But the field will bounce up with him now, and Cheeky's just coming out of the pits now as well. He'll tuck in behind Vidux. So it looks like a fairly even strategy now. Someone's done some double stops. Okay, so Vidux and Cheeky have got off their hards and back to softs now, which is a very smart move because they got a free pit stop out of that. Behind the safety car. Just wait for the field to bunch up. On board with the Viking. Just teleported there. Okay, so just to recap, everyone's on the same tyres life, except we have some gamblers at the back on softs, which I don't see the softs lasting 11 laps at this stage. When the mediums are dropping off at 12 laps. Let's go to the front of the field with Rico. A red safety car this time. Is that an AMG Mercedes? It looks like it. We had Aston Martin last time. Everybody's frantically warming up their tyres. They know the safety car's coming in the next corner, so we'll be on for young and old in a second. Nope, I tell a lie. Let's go and do another lap. So he's going to duck into the pits. People at the back should duck in the pits and maybe change their strategy or get new softs. Snicker's still driving around out there? He is. Most likely that's a AI. So Darcy looks like he's had a spin. That's a shame. Pretty controlled wheel spin there. Okay, safety car's coming in now. So Rico gets to control the pace. He'll probably oh, we lost someone. That's Big Holly on the outside of the Viking. Looking to make a pass on the outside. Viking's defending. Great battle going on here. So how much ERS has Big Holly got? 52%. 86 for Cheeky. Is he going to deploy it? Oh, careful. So we're in third position with Cheeky Otter. And we've got 7 laps to go, 7 laps to go. Including the end of this one. Redux is very close. Will he make a move? Rico's on 94 versus 67. Rico's deploying. So Hikat goes zooming past Big Holly. Well, there's a change here for the lead. Rico looks like he must have stepped wide there. Cheeky's not close enough to capitalise. So Rico had all that ERS, so he's down to 68% now. Versus 49. It's a great race for the lead here. Three-way fight. Five more laps. So 6 including this one. I had to use my fingers there. Very nice cornering there by Cheeky. Gained a good margin. So Cheeky getting past the Viking in the DRS zone. Redux next it up the inside of Rico. Rico is still on the outside. League of the position. No, they'll keep battling it out side by side. What will Cheeky do? Deploy his ERS. It's going to stay cool. Still 5 laps to go. Attempted pass by Rico. Didn't have the braking performance to do it. So he got past Joe Fully while we're watching this battle. Viking's getting close as Rico one's a bit wide there. I'll jump on board with the Viking. Let's see how he goes down this straight. Oh, Cheeky's making a pass. Oh. Heavily defended by Rico there. Rico takes the lead. Vedux answers his call. They're side by side. Rico prevails. Still 4 more laps. It's getting quite heated at the front here. So 20%, 11%, 19%. This guy's having a fantastic race. This is what we like to see. 3-way battle for the lead, lap after lap. There's nothing in it. You could throw a blanket over these guys. We'll jump over to Jay Fully. He's been running with Hickey Cat for a few laps. Hickey's closing the margin on the front runners, not by much, but he has been. Two more laps. Okay, who's got what ARS? 14%, 14%, and 33 for Cheeky Otter. Is he going to deploy? He might hold off another lap, I'd say. Let's go further back a bit. Check his 3/10. Behind V-Ducks. He's deploying a little bit of ERS just to keep up with him. So 16% for Rico. V-Ducks is on 13%. 8% for Cheeky. As Viking makes a move on Jay Foley and gets the job done. Let's go back to the leaders. Oh, a little mistake there by V-Ducks. And it's going to be a drag race down the straight here. This all plays nicely into Rico's hands because he can bridge a gap and just one more corner and he's won the race. All a bit of a shoving there. Yep, and that's the race. So Rico's the winner, followed by Cheeky Otter, then V-Ducks, Hickey Cat and the Viking, Jay Foley. Look further back here, Big Holly, bringing you up into 7th. 8th is A-Lock, and Metal Shooter, who's been pretty quiet all day, and Maverick, and Lupex Pursuit. There's still a chance of change of position here for the final point. Well, 10th's the final point, but 9th. And the last two paying positions. And that's our race. What did you think? I think it was a pearler. First three, wow. I think Rico drove an exceptionally good race there. He was able to fight back when he gets past and control the race from there. So very well driven. So my driver of the day would go to Rico for sure. And his Ferrari team agrees. As they pop the champagne, the engineers having nothing of it. Very good race, all three drivers. Cheeky just snuck in a second on the last lap there. It's unfortunate for V-Ducks, but it was a bit of a sitting duck, excuse the pun. Not much you can do when you got no ERS to fight with, and yeah, still an excellent drive there. Hickey Cat came from the back of the field to take drive of the day for the most passes, and the Viking came from last, virtually last as well, so great racing from those guys. Jay Foley and Big Holly provided a lot of entertainment. Great racing all around. And that's the end of our stream. So we'll catch us all on the next round, which will be coming up in a few more days' time, Sunday night. So stay tuned. We'll catch us all then. Bye.